Fair use, yeah. I'm saying fair use. Nope. Not gonna say fair use. There we go, yeah. Listen to the program channel. I'm not gonna be long. This is a short. This is a response video. This is the program channel. This has been extracted from Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. He's an attorney, and he is a media journalist, YouTuber. We all know. 280K views. This is extracted from Indisputable. We all know his face very well. All right. So, with that said, copyright disclaimer on Section 107, the Copyright Act of 1976 allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, and scholarship. Education and research, fair use is a use permitted by the Copyright Statute statute that may otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit educational tips a balance in favor of fair use. All right, let it rip. Okay, y'all. This is a reaction video. Some things that happened in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. 2 black truckers that were denied service. I think the manager of the DENNY'S is racist. That's all I got to say about that. If the shoe fits, wear it. That's all I got to say about that. So, with that said, there we go. This is in live color. It happened. This is a reactionary response video to some disagreeable things that happened at the restaurant. We're on this enormous media conglomerate. We all know, owned by Google, called YouTube. This is what they do. Right, wrong, or whatever. It lets you respond. So, here we go. Let her rip. And that's what I'm about to do. All right. Gotta talk fast, y'all. So here we go.
Exclusive. Indisputable was contacted by 2 black male truckers who were discriminated against, according to them, at a Denny's in South Dakota. They tried to get resolution, did not. They were kicked out, escorted out by the police. Well, after our reporting, Denny's has responded. I even received a phone call from the vice president of Denny's National. And a reminder of the story, here it is.
So, tonight the situation with because we don't know a lot of people here, it would just be nice if you guys could do, but we aren't.
What do you do?
I have no idea. I'm not in the situation, but she, just to make it more fun, she said, you guys can leave because if you have a lot of people around, or the police will be out there, because they are. So.
But why would we have to leave? We just came to order food. I don't understand, like, what are you doing? That's not right, man. Like, we was planning on being we wanted to wait for the police to get you because we wanted her name. Yeah, she didn't want to give us her name. Because we wanted to submit a complaint. She refused to.
Yeah, she doesn't have to give her name.
She had, but she works here, right? We were expecting for, we waited for an answer.
Yeah.
Do they have a
Well, did you guys do anything? No, we don't have any here today. They're all off because they've been working like all week. So.
Correction. There's no manager on site. So that person that might have wanted to kick them out might be team leader or the assistant manager, right? Got it? So let her rip.
She could just come up and say anything. I'm trying to ride.
Yeah. Like, did you guys do anything to disturb her, disturb me?
Excuse me, because it seemed like she was, you know.
Well, yeah, it's really ridiculous.
No, obviously.
Yeah.
So then I said, excuse me, because he's been sitting here for 15 years. So, you know, when she left, she came back with the niggas, and she said, well, I don't want to be yelled at. And I said, I didn't yell at you. I was simply, we'll talk outside real quick. Yo, before you. I am. We'll talk outside real quick. That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's one black person with a shirt on in there. Let me show y'all something.
Let's put up the gentleman to remind you that these two men had the police called on them and service refused. Mr. Damon Whitfield and Mr. Hector Madera pulled into a pilot truck stop in Sioux Falls, South Dakota to shower and grab some food. When the manager who refused to take their orders called the police to
Correction again. The manager was there. My mistake. Correction.
remove them from the restaurant. All right, let's put it up. After the incident, they called the corporate Denny's number to explain the situation and claimed they didn't even receive an apology at that time. Okay.
Okay. There might be deals in there, but all the people of European ethnicity, persuasion, or sitting down with the plates and food. But these two guys right here has been embedded in the widow's web at Denny's. The manager. Allegedly. Let it rip.
Okay. After our report, Denny's reached out to Indisputable stating, quote, Denny's has a zero tolerance policy when it comes to discrimination at all Denny's locations. We embrace diversity and foster an inclusive environment where every guest.
Yeah. Sorta. Allegedly. We already know.
Feels welcome. A member.
Not true. I've been in Denny's before when I was much younger. As a kid, I can feel it about it. Let her rip.
Denny's leadership team has been in contact with these two
I could feel the vibe. Correction. When I was much smaller. All right. I can tell something was going on. All right. Not smaller as in, baby wise. But I think I was in elementary school or more. But anyway, let her rip.
value guests involved in this restaurant visit to ensure they know the situation has our full attention. It continues. We are actively investigating the incident report at Denny's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
And got nothing against Dennis. Hell, I don't know about their own Dennis or I don't know the person's name. Never knew nobody that worked at Dennis. Never came in contact with nobody that worked at Dennis ever since I was small. It's just, you already know the history of the things that go on in America back when. You already know what time it is.
Conclusion of the investigation, we will take appropriate disciplinary action. That is from Chris Garvey Graves, managing partner of Finn Partners, looks to be like a PR and marketing firm, okay? Denny's VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, April Kelly Drummond, also reached out to Mr. Whitfield, and he told us, quote, she gave a very hollow apology, and it seemed like she only reached out because the CEO saw the video. She wanted to get the story under the story. I told her I didn't want to talk without an attorney with me on the call. So that picture, let's keep it up. So you have the CEO, white female, the CEO. Her name is Kelly. And you also have Denny's VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Her name is
VP of Diversity. Y'all know what that means, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if somebody coming up.
April. Now, I will say this. I received a call from the VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. It's April, who was extremely appropriate, I must add. Now, naturally, there still has to be remedy and result.
That's what VP of Diversity do. She goes in the mix of all people. That's like diversity, that's like human resources. But diversity, that's a different word. And then like, if you have any kind of like civil issue with different people of different cultures, Mexicans, Africans, Asians, you know what I'm talking about. Diversity. You already know what that means. Mm-hmm. Yep. The other lady couldn't get it right. She would definitely get it right. So there we go.
You have to see this all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I am thankful that it's being taken seriously now. Because according to the gentleman, when they contacted us, it was not.
Mm-hmm.
It was not being taken seriously.
Yep.
I guarantee you there will be an update to this story quickly.
Oh yeah.
All right. Mayor, thoughts here.
Listen, Dennis can say what they want to say. Policy is only real when there's a culture that supports it, never without. Policy becomes policy when the culture shows that it is a real thing. If black people want to get serious about serious, we should be at pilot net, and all black truckers should be skipping pilot, going somewhere else until this is addressed, and not before that. This is absolutely ridiculous, and the danger. I am so afraid every time I see police officers call on black men, because I know for a certain.
Yep, skipping that pilot. in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's what only spotted happened. Let's be clear about this. Not all pilots, because that didn't happen in other places in America, allegedly. So that pilot by black truckers need to keep it pushing and picketed that place. But all pilots, you can't say all of them are the same. So let it rip.
Age of black men.
This is a isolated incident. So let's be fair and aware. This is an isolated incident at a pilot station, okay? Let's be aware of that. Let me bring that to the forefront as a creator and say this is a random, isolated incident. All right? Let it rip.
And these brothers look like they fall in that age. Whenever police arrive.
But what he's saying is correct. This is could have took a whole lot of time. 18 to 30. The police is get dirty. Right? If he was an African American male, remember that. 18 to 30. There's good chances that you don't do the right thing, act appropriate in an educational way. Police is gonna get dirty. Allegedly. So let it rip.
You're dealing with your leading cause of death between 18s and almost 30. For black men, that's the leading cause of death. To call police.
He's definitely correct. Let me statement on that for a minute. Let me freeze this and say, for those African American young men, teenagers, pre-adults, 18 to 30, you don't have the handbook how to respond. So most of it is like overzealousness and when you make another person that's irate and calm, they don't know how to respond. Two powder kegs clashing together, but the police are here to serve and protect, not serve and prosecute. All right? So it got to be some professionalism on the proper authority side. But it's in me saying, like, we're not proper, we're in authority, like we're damn thugs. Forget what you say. That's all allegedly. Like these teenagers, pre-adults, are freaking wild. And we're definitely trigger happy. See how scary that sound? But it's Mayor, North Carolina, let him finish. You're right.
At least on these brothers, and this man was absolutely ridiculous. This idea, this woman that even responded and said there was no managers on duty, act as if she was being bothered.
See the little waitress for air? Oh, yeah, you gotta turn the air conditioner on. Turn this fan on. A little waitress, she was lying, her little blind teeth, you know? The slim little waitress. She was totally lying. And she was like halfway making eye contact. So she was like halfway lying, you know? She had like a melancholy disposition, you know? So let her rip.
Did you bother her? What did you do to her? Where's customer first in that policy?
Right.
It's problematic from the beginning.
Yeah, that cannot be a protocol of any restaurant. No one is in charge. I mean, there's nobody based on the chain of command that is.
Oh, there's somebody that was in there. Everybody been hitting in the office. They ain't want to come out. But there was somebody in there.
Is considered at least the manager at this moment. Also, there was a proclamation from one of the.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. All right.
Truckers that said the person who owned the pilot has a relationship with the waitress who originally would not serve them. They put that on.
Y'all see it right there? The person that owned the pilot have a relationship with the waitress that would not serve them. So, this waitress have a authority complex, all right? She have an entitled complex, okay? So, like I told y'all, this is a very isolated incident with a lot of personal innuendos from the owner of the pilot as a whole. So the waitress that worked there, she actually think she owned the Denny's and the pilot. Everything.
On the record, we provided that information in the first story. Now, Denny's has an opportunity here, but you got to get it right. You got to hit a grand slam in order to get this right, because these gentlemen, they literally attempted to seek remedy at the local level. That didn't happen to their satisfaction. They called the corporate number. No remedy happened for their satisfaction at that level, and then they contacted us.
There we go, y'all. So, it's a very isolated incident. So, it happened. So, there's going to be a second part to this, part 2. And I think the truckers, they might sue the Denny's Corporation as a whole for discrimination, and I'm looking for lawyers on both sides to be on part 2 of Indisputable with Dr. Richie. Great commentary, and it's gonna happen, part 2. So, this is a volatile situation, isolated incident, but as I was coming up with Denny's, they got a bad vibe from it when I was growing up. You know, when you're young, You can tell things like that. You know it's bad. You know what the hell racism means. But as you get older, you learn and be more intelligent. But anyway, see how closed viewed, closed minded, and closed up the world that we live in. So, people that own the most public things in the world, they're not so public in all their dealings. Always some ingrown superstition when they was growing up that they carry with them, even in the business world as a whole corporation. All right. So, and that said, I'm looking forward to truckers suing Denny's for racial discrimination. Not my fault. I wasn't driving the truck. Not me. It happened. I'm not sugarcoating it. Not against Denny's. I never ate at Denny's. It happened. So there you go. It is public and worldwide in America. So this is the modern times. I'm reacting to it. Never ate at Denny's. Got nothing against Denny's. Don't nobody that work at Denny's. Don't know executive at Denny's. The owner of Denny's. The corporate event places of Denny's. Don't know nothing about the place. They just remember it. You see it when I was growing up. So neutral on Denny's. It's not my fight. It's Denny's as a whole. All right. This is speaking on just people and what happened inside of Denny's as a whole. So that's it. Thanks for watching Verb channel. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out. Thanks for watching. All right. Thanks for watching. Okay. Let's see if it's still right here. There we go.